Well guys, welcome back to the homestead. Man, how about that puppy? It's pretty cute, huh? Make sure you're leaving names down in the comments section on the video yesterday so we can take into account all the names. And there's a few that you guys are dropping that we really like so far, and I personally like Sarah. So if you like Sarah, go back to that video yesterday and start dropping Sarah in there because I want to be able to win with enough votes. This has been a lot of work in here. We've got the floor leveled out really good. It's hot as Hades today. I think today is another record breaker. I think we broke 2 records this week. So one thing I want to let you guys know for sure, you know, this lifestyle, it's not easy. So if you're not a problem solver, if you're not flexible, if you can't handle adversity, you might want to stay in the city. Phew. Yeah, so some of the things that I'm working on right now is, I finished up that right there. I need to get the door finished up over here because I'm gonna have a sidewalk off the side of the building. And then we have this pad up front that goes with the mystery box. Have you guys been leaving suggestions or comments or thoughts on what you think is in that box? I tell you guys like what's going on with this area. It's all gonna come together like a steel trap for you. So let's get over here. We're gonna finish framing up this part right here. I'm gonna show you guys what we're doing over there. So right now I have a string running between my 2 posts, one here and one at the end down there. And basically all I'm going to do is use this string to make sure that my form is staying straight along this run. And then what I'll be doing is pounding these stakes in and then screwing the stakes into the board, and then that is going to be my form for the concrete pad. It's going to go right here. You know, it's hard for me, well it's not hard, but it's kind of cool actually, to think that, you know, we've been out here for 8 years, and when I moved out here, I really couldn't build anything. Now again, I'm not a master carpenter, but I can hold my own. And I think that's pretty important, that you can pick up skills even later in your life. We were in our 40s when we moved out here and decided to live off-grid on a homestead and grow our own food. So I'm just trying to share that with you guys so it can kind of spin in your head a little bit. We get a lot of comments from people in their 40s and 50s, maybe even 60, and they say, oh, do you think we're too old or whatever? And I'm like, if this is what the life you want to live, then you're not too old, and you better hurry up because you are getting older every day and you're going to miss out on your chance to live the life you want to live. All right, pretty easy going here. Now what I'm going to do first though is I'm going to secure this end and the other end with another screw because I only put in 1 screw just to kind of get my setup going. So I almost forgot about that. I'm gonna get those screws in right now. Much better. Tightened it right up. And this is why you put that string down. See how that board's so out of shape? It'll really help guide this board, see? So when you put your stake in, you know you're going to be close to this line, and then you'll just pull this board over, and that way it gets in line. I'm about ready to put on this end cap right now. And then what we're going to do is we're going to put dirt and gravel around this whole base. That way it'll help hold the sides in, and also we have to fill up these little voids here, right? Otherwise the concrete will just ooze out of here. Now eventually it'll stop and that'd be fine. But we just want to shore this whole side up on both sides and make sure we have this thing really secure so it can hold all that concrete. Ha! How about that? Jeez, oh. Now some of you guys keep asking, why do I just keep talking and running my trap while the skid steer is running? It's always good to know the rest of the story. I'm borrowing the skid steer from my buddy, and it seems to have a alternator problem because it's draining the battery. I put a battery in here since I've been using it, and it drained that battery, so now we pinned it down to probably it's the alternator. We haven't got it fixed yet, so because I'm borrowing it, I just have to kind of suffer through this, you know? So it's better than no skid steer at all. It does take a little extra second to get started. I'm very grateful Greg let me use it, but that's what's going on. That's why it's running when you guys are listening to me talk to you guys and telling you what's going on. And it's a chore to get this thing started. I have to move this whole cab up, get to the battery. You'll see. And then as soon as we're done with this project, we'll get on this alternator. Get that started. I'll see you guys in a second as we fill up the sides of this thing over here, this pad, with gravel. All right, we have this all closed in and graveled and leveled and everything, using up every piece of daylight today. Now we're gonna go over here, I'm gonna show you the sidewalk I'm putting in for Stacy. Here we are on the side of the barn. And you guys have to understand, you know, you don't want tripping hazards around your homestead, right? So what I did here before is I had some boulders, some flat ones laying here, and the grass was growing up, but it was a very uneven surface and all that stuff. And before that, we just had like rock, and then, you know, the dirt would grow up, the grass would grow up, and it, you know, it was maintenance and a problem, and holy smokes. So we started losing our gravel actually to grass and cutting it and everything. Then I put the boulders down. But we're aging, and we're aging in place, okay? We've been here 8 years. And it's time for us to start putting things in place. They're gonna limit our risk, right? Because that's what all this is about. It's about limiting our risk. So now when I have a nice sidewalk here for Stacy, and myself too, she does use it, I do use it as well. We pull up here with the truck, we can unload our feed. A lot of times we're doing this stuff in the nighttime, and we're able to get inside that barn with no tripping hazard. So that's why I'm putting this sidewalk in here, okay? And that's why I put them down at the house. And we love them down at the house. So just in case you guys want to know, you know, you don't have to be all too country. I'm just trying to limit our risk of tripping and falling as we get older. So This is really gonna turn out nice. Pretty excited about it. Using all the daylight for today. I'll catch up with you guys in a second and show you what I accomplished. And then we'll wrap it up. Those guys are gonna be here 7 o'clock in the morning. So while you're watching this right now, we're pouring concrete and getting this job done. And I'll show you that video next. Oh yeah, and this is another big eyesore. So I got all the stuff pulled out there. I got the mystery box still out there. I gotta peel all this stuff away and make all this stuff nice so I have proper drainage so water doesn't get inside the barn as well. So sometimes when you start a project, it ends to several other projects just so it's done right. Just wanted to add that in for you. So here we go. All right, well the day sure gets away from you when you're going at it, so hope you guys enjoyed the video. And it's probably about 77 degrees right now when I woke up, and it's time to get our concrete poured. So I'm excited to show you guys how this all turns out. Hope you guys are enjoying the videos on these build series. I mean, you know, for the last couple of years we've been strategically placing all of our assets on our infrastructure. Okay, how's that sound? That sounded pretty good. But after these last little things that we have to do to finish up these last couple projects, that's going to be it. And then all we have to do is worry about maintenance and then just operating the homestead on a daily basis. So, all right, I'm going to go get some rest, hit a shower, and I'll see you guys on the next video.